Hi, this is Patty Kelly, and I just wanted to share some exciting news. Maybe some of you guys already know, maybe some of you guys do not. So, as of January 1st, Arnold Schwarzenegger made effective a bill, SB 931, and it exempts all first mortgages, hard money or purchase money, property that you bought, from a deficiency after a short sale is done. So what it means is that if you purchased your property in 1999 and you refinanced your property maybe in the 2000s, and then you refinanced your property again in the 2005s or 4s, and you over encumbered your property, meaning the loan is just way too high, and for some people this is the case, and you only have one loan, you can short sell this property and you're not going to have a deficiency, meaning the bank or no one is going to come after you to try to pay this mortgage back, which is great because now you're able to short sell your property and move into even a nicer home or buy another home and start over. So you know what, this is some great news. A lot of people don't see it this way, but I think it's one of the best news that I've heard lately, and I just wanted everybody to know that. The other thing is that HAFA, as of February 1st, also said we're going to make it even better for people. A lot of people bought their property, and the cases like maybe doctors and teachers and a lot of people that bought a property and made their household income together, made enough to pay back the home. Well, this new law of HAFA has just announced this, that you don't need any income qualifications, that you can qualify to short sell your property without having any tax ramifications. So that's great because you don't have to worry about filing bankruptcy because the bank is going to come after you to discharge the lawsuit. So the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is this. There's been a lot of people that have gone to organizations and nonprofit organizations that are being paid by the government and are federally funded by the government. And a lot of the times the bank representative is always also there present to assist you. And they tell you, okay, please bring all your documents and we're going to determine whether you qualify for a loan modification or not. So everybody gathers all their paperwork and goes to these events. And then they tell you, okay, we're going to put you on a 3-month trial period, effective immediately, while they process your paperwork. And then this is not a guarantee that you're going to qualify for a modification. So what happens is that you start making a payment for the next 3 months, and this agency gets paid by the banks once you complete your 3rd payment. So the question is, are they really there to help us, to help the people, or are they just there as an organization, nonprofit, trying to stay alive and trying to survive? I'm not quite sure, but I would be very, very cautious about this. And if you're going through a loan modification and they haven't qualified, they haven't given you a final loan modification, the chances are you're not going to get it. You can always go into my website and see what the scorecard is on the modifications. It turns out that after all the modifications, after all the promises that the government made, the modification have been, a complete failure. No one's really qualifying to get a loan modification. There's some people, but not across the nation as many people, 3 to 4 million like they promised. So the question is, if I came to you and I told you, hey, you know what, the other coach, let's pretend that we're in a soccer team and I'm your coach, and I come and I tell you, the opposing coach is going to come over before the game and tell us what kind of plays are going to play in offense and defense. And you say, okay. Then a minute later you're saying, and I tell you, this way we both win because now we know each other's place. And you say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Whose side are they on? Their side or our side, right? So that's exactly what's happening with the banks. You go out there to these conventions thinking and praying that these organizations are there to help you. And in reality, they're only out there to help one person and one person only. And the bottom line is, if the investor's not making any money and it doesn't make any sense, they're not going to modify your loan. Meanwhile, the time is ticking, and what happens is that you're losing an opportunity to start over by short selling your property. One of the best ways to recuperate from this hardship and from this economic crisis that everybody's going through is to start over. Give yourself a second chance and an opportunity to start over. Be brave enough to do that, okay? All right. This is Patty Kelly with themortgagespin.com. You could always reach me at 323-944-8204 or send me an email. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.